Yes, indeed, it is true, folks. There was a debate this week between Donald Trump and Hillary Rodham Clinton to figure out who would be the next president of the United States. And while Donald Trump's first 10 minutes was pretty good, I mean, it was pretty good, y'all. Like, he really nailed her on trade. I got to give it to the guy. You know, he really has. I mean, I think trade has always been a very, very testy subject for Hillary, being that, you know, her husband is one of those free trade third way Democrats. The president is also one of those free trade third way Democrats, and she used to be a free trade Democrat, but has come to the light and realized that free trade isn't always fair trade. And so I think this has been a tough issue for her. But beyond that, the other 80 minutes of the debate was Donald Trump unhinged. Yes, indeed, America. He was unhinged. He was unpracticed. He was unrehearsed. He lacked substance. He lacked a clear understanding of the issues, and he never answered the question. Think about it. So, there was a question Lester Holt asked in about, I think, the second half an hour of the show, or the debate rather, where he asked about race in America, or how do we fix the racial divide in this country? And Donald Trump's response was law and order. Law and order is not how you fix the fact that we have race issues in the country, because here's the thing. Yes, even in Donald Trump's where you have more law and order, you don't solve the fact that there is implicit bias that dictates actions. So more profiling only hurts race relations in America. It doesn't help race relations in America when you profile. It hurts them. It breaks down trust. Okay? How we fix the racial divide in America is, one, everybody realizing we have a racial divide in America. I would argue 47% of Americans don't believe we have a racial divide. And of the rest that do, a good chunk of those that do feel as though that divide is caused by African Americans saying that there's a racial divide. So we've really got to have a deep, deep, deep conversation. Donald Trump missed the boat on that completely. I could talk about racial divide forever, but he missed the boat on that question. And then he went on to evade why he evaded answers about his tax returns, which he said, I'll release my tax returns after the audit. But just release your taxes, Donald Trump. Trust me. Just trust me. Just release your taxes. I mean, unless you really, like Hillary Clinton says, you have something to hide. Are you, one, not paying any taxes? Two, you're not really charitable? Or three, you're not really rich? Figure that out and just release your taxes. And then I think the other part that seemed to puzzle me about the debate was the end, where there was a discussion about, does Hillary Clinton have the presidential look? And Donald Trump replied, well, I don't think she looks presidential. She doesn't have the stamina. And he kept saying the word stamina over and over again, which, for folks at home who didn't know, is dog whistles for Hillary Clinton is a woman, and women don't have the stamina to be president of the United States. Not only is that sexist, but it's wrong. So, all that being said, there's another debate in just a week or so, and Donald Trump's number one focus, or number one objective of the next debate is 3 words: practice, practice, and practice. When he gets to St. Louis on October 9th, if he is not as sharp as a pencil, America, it could spell doom for the Donald Trump campaign. The polls are for the past month or so before this debate, he was really making some serious gains. He is like what we like to call in politics the big momentum in his direction. But that debate performance was piss poor at best. It was piss poor. And the goal of that debate was to win over educated whites. And he missed the boat on that too. I think he lost educated whites. Because educated whites are looking for a candidate that could speak educated about the issues, who's educated about the issues and can speak to that. Donald Trump failed to show that. It's pretty sad. Well, America, here's the thing. What Hillary Clinton was able to do was to solidify her base. So if you're a progressive out there, you're a Bernie supporter, you're a Jill Stein supporter, you just hate Hillary Clinton, let me give you some advice. This election comes down to two choices. One, okay choice, and one really, 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 really bad choice. Now, I know, ideally, nobody wants to make the okay choice. But I'm telling you, folks, the okay choice is always 90%, 100% of the time better than the really, really, really bad choice. So if you are a Democrat and or progressive and or flaming liberal, get registered and go vote on the 8th for a candidate that could actually get the White House.